Hey guys, welcome back. So in this week's video, we are going to be spotlighting a pop-up event that I stumbled upon in Seoul, South Korea. And what I hope for you guys is that you can draw some inspiration from some of these vendor booth setups to take into your own planning for your next pop-up vendor event. So this is the fourth video in an installment of videos where I was spotlighting vendor events that I stumbled upon while I was in Asia. So if you saw my last three videos, the first one was a pop-up event in Tokyo, Japan, and then the second and third were at a pop-up event in Thailand. It was a night market in Hua Hin, and there was a video for food vendors and then a separate video for like more of the retail shopping side. So I'm really excited for this fourth one. It's the final video, and as you can probably tell, the booths at this pop-up event, they are so cute. I love how they are all kind of a similar style. Clearly the event organizers provided these booths, these tent setups, and I love that they have lights. I don't think I've seen very many booth setups where the tent installation had attached lights at the top. I think that's so great, especially if you're at an event where it's either, overcast or it's a night event. It makes it so much easier for shoppers to see your products. So I thought that was really cool. I love the color palette from this event, and I apologize about the quality. I was just filming these on my iPhone. I didn't even know I was going to find a vendor event when I was walking around South Korea with my husband this day, and we just happened to stumble upon it. So quality's not great, but hopefully you can see it close enough. If you find a booth you like, I just recommend hitting pause so you can get a closer look at the particular booth, because I don't really have time to really zoom in on each. But what was cool about this event, there were both like retail shopping side as well as lots of food vendors. So for this video, I am spotlighting both food and retail side of vendors. So what was fascinating about these food truck vendors was just how decked out their food truck actually was. I don't think I've ever seen any food trucks quite like this, at least not the pop-ups I've been to, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I have and I just wasn't paying attention. But I gotta tell you, I've looked back at some footage from previous pop-up events that I've gone to in Atlanta, around Atlanta, in Georgia, and I haven't seen any food truck vendors quite like these. I don't know if it's just the norm in South Korea, but it's they're, first of all, the whole car, it's half of them have these fun colors. I mean, some of them you might have seen are just black, but it's their truck bed opens up and they're flashing lights and their cooking area, and it's just not your typical food truck. I don't know. I kind of want to inquire further about food truck vendors. I don't know, the actual food trucks, and just see, is that the norm for South Korea? Or are there food trucks in the US that also are that amazing and I'm just missing out? I don't know. Something to look into. I do want to create a spotlight video on just food truck vendors in the future, so maybe I'll do some research and try to compile a bunch of food truck vendors from the US, and also I could probably include these examples too in that video and spotlight that particular type of vendor, because as many of you know, I do make a lot of dedicated videos for different vendors, like candle vendors, skincare vendors, clothing store vendors, jewelry and accessories. I've done farmer's market vendor, booth inspiration, and then bakery is on my list, kids and baby are on my list. I actually have a long list of videos I want to create where I'm just spotlighting that particular type of pop-up vendor. So like I said, I'm adding food trucks to that list, and if you have any request for a particular spotlight type of vendor, just feel free to comment down below and I'll add it to my list. So a little bit more about this particular pop-up. It was in the heart of the city, and they have this really cool recycling system where you would just go and it makes it very easy for you to understand which type of plate or utensil or whatever to put where, which I have not seen in the US either. I feel like, I don't know what it is about us in the US, but we just slack so hard on recycling. It's like, if we do try to recycle, is it actually even going to recycling? Whereas in countries like South Korea, they take it to the next level. So that was pretty cool to see. And what else? There was a lot going on at this event, and I didn't necessarily know what the story was behind everything, but there were all these different areas, and the color palette is just beautiful. And the food was really great. You'll see in a few minutes, or hopefully a few seconds, some of the food my husband ordered. He was with me and he was wandering around while I was filming, just trying all of the different foods. So I think I got a clip of one thing that he ordered, and I regret that I didn't have more time to shop. I love to always support all of the small vendors and actually purchase something, but I just didn't have enough time that day. We had dinner reservations, but it was oh, there I am finding my husband. And of course, I don't know, I think he was having a hard time getting something out of the vending machine, and that guy was helping him. So super nice of the stranger to help out my husband. But here's the food. He talked about this particular chicken that he ordered. He talked about it for like weeks after that. So next level chicken right there, apparently. I can't remember what else he tried. He was telling me about some of the other food I didn't get on camera, but so many different amazing vendors to try. There was also another area for vendors that was not a part of this same festival, I guess, or I don't know if it was all connected maybe, but there was this different area that had different style tents that was probably like a 2 or 3 minute walk from where I've been showing you previously. And there were also vendors there, so I'll show a few clips of that. But just being in South Korea, like in this, I want to say downtown area, but I can't even remember the name of this particular area in Seoul. There were a lot of cool things to see, and I'll show some clips of what I saw that wasn't necessarily related to vendor events at the end, just for fun, because it was really unique, and I think you'll love seeing this, honestly. I'm being kind of vague, but I'll just have to wait until I get to the clip. But here we see, like I said, there were other vendor events going on, and this had a different vibe, different style. So I thought I would include it in this video as well, just to show you like some of the comparisons of the different events that were going on in the city that day. Okay, so here we are getting to some of the unique things that I saw while I was walking around that day. There was this like outdoor library with these really funky like chair, I don't know, they kind of look like bean bags, but I don't know that they were actually bean bags. Some type of funky, unique chair where everyone was just lounging, hanging out. I thought that was super cool. I don't think I've seen anything like quite like that, at least where I live. And then here were the outdoor, like the outdoor book area. It's like an outdoor library, but it's like gorgeous, so cute. And then lastly, there were these tents that you could just hang out in, and lots of families just hanging out. Maybe they're snacking or just taking it easy. I don't know. I thought that was so cool, so I wanted to include that. This was like right near the event area. But with that, that's going to be a wrap on this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I have to give a plug for my brand new app that I'm launching in the spring. I originally said it was going to come out in the fall, and of course, I'm way behind schedule. But I promise this spring, it's going to be an app if you are struggling to find pop-up events to sign up for as a vendor. this app is going to be for you. Or if you just want to stop wasting time at events that don't actually bring in sales, or the event organizer fails to actually get shoppers to show up at the event, this app is going to be for you because it's going to allow you to read reviews about the event before you sign up for it. So if you want to save time, you don't have to spend hours searching through Facebook or Google looking for events in your area, then you'll definitely want to sign up for my app. You can go ahead and join the waitlist. You can go ahead and click on the link in the description bar to sign up and get on the waitlist. You'll get some exclusive offers, especially if you're one of the first people to actually sign up for it when it's launched. More details to come, but definitely do not miss out on the opportunity to find amazing events this spring. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.